Graybeard.
And I'm Rooster.
And this is
Barbecue and Bourbon.
And this is whiskey. Bourbon. Whiskey.
It's out of Montana.
There you go.
Lazy K.
Lazy K Bar.
Lazy K Bar.
It's 46% alcohol by volume, which gives you a
92 proof.
at a big whiskey Montana.
Yes. It's out of Big Timber, Montana. Don't let them fool you, boys and girls.
I tried.
But as you can see right here, it's got the Lazy K Bar.
Yep.
It's about a Honda where we get it.
Give or take, actually, about 95. Yeah, 95, 99, something in there.
Something like that. What you get on the nose there, Ella?
I get, right off the bat, caramel, obviously.
Yeah, I get a little caramel.
I get a little toffee.
I get some kind of fruitiness on it. Kind of really sweet.
There's a slight sweetness to it.
Huh. So I get a touch of caramel right off.
Yep. I get that sweetness. I get a little honey.
Yeah, a little of that, and I even get some pecans in there. But
I don't.
It's definitely going to work well with our meal tonight.
Very smooth mouth. Very slightly buttery.
Oh yeah, but definitely.
That's
buttery.
good stuff right
kind
there.
Kind of velvety feeling. Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah,
almost. It's good.
Delicious. It's worth every bit.
As you can see, it's very good.
Now we did pull a cup out for the gravy.
Yes, because you got to put whiskey in your gravy.
And if you don't have a bottle, you need to go have it on yourself just so you can smell the saddle leather.
It's wrapped in leather. The top of it. It's a damn cool looking bottle. I will say that.
It's definitely a bottle you keep. Maybe make a lamp out of or something.
Oh hell!
And
it's cork.
It's got a one of those manufactured corks, but this thing's heavy.
Yeah,
it's got some weight to it. It's really cool.
It's definitely a cannonball.
Awesome. Well, make sure you subscribe and like.
Hit that bell icon so you know when the next one drops. It doesn't cost you anything to hit the subscribe button and follow along.
Yeah, leave us a comment. I'd like to hear from you. Say, hey, you one ugly looking some biscuit. Hey, I'm there. Okay.
Yeah, he is. He's
All right.
there.
Man, that food looks freaking fantastic. I wish I could taste it. Well, come on with your bad self. Let's go. I'll need some of this food.
Definitely. Well, let's get to finish cooking.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh no, you can't give no previews.
Oh, man.
No previews. No previews. We'll see.
Hey, we didn't even tell you what was cooking, and guess what? We're cooking a Crown pork roast, baby.
Yeah, we are.
Gravy,
mashed taters,
egg, honey nut squash, and some homemade stuffing.
And homemade stuffings.
All right, so we are infusing some savory flavors that we're going to rub for our binder on our pork roast, our Crown pork roast, of course. So we got about a bunch of thyme and about a bunch of sage. Pouring those into this pestle and mortar. We're going to take our olive oil and drizzle some in there and keep going until we got about the amount we think we're going to need to rub on there. Alright, so once you get it all rounded up, gonna wipe your bowl down. It should look like that. Alright, so we got our racks here. The store didn't have one big rack, so they gave us a couple small ones. So we're still tying them together like a crown, just a little bit more difficult now. But as you can see, we've already sliced them open so that they round out to make the crown. The little slices in there. Now we're just going to go ahead and infuse it with our olive oil that we've got here. That we made. Rub it down with this infused olive oil. Get it all these little crevices. Real good. Just like so. This is going to give us that nice savory flavor that you want for a nice Christmas meal, right? And then of course we're going to throw down some good seasonings on here too, but this is a nice layer to start off with. Alright, so once we got that, then we're going to take a little bit of our AP, Barbecue and Bourbon's AP, all-purpose rub, salt, pepper, garlic. Get that on there good. Just like so. Down in those crevices, work it in there. Get it all spun up nicely. Just like that. Then, we got us from RecTech some holiday celebration pork rub. And we're going to put a little of that on there. And within this amalgamation, as the Great Bear would say, this has some paprika, a little cayenne, some
Little this, little that.
other deliciousness in there. So that's what your whole thing should look like when you're done. Now we're going to flip it over, do the other side, and then both sides tie back up to the crown, and we'll show you that. Alright, so as you can see, we got it strung up, ready to go. See all the beautiful thyme and sage rubbed in there with the infused olive oil. And then we have our wonderful seasonings, celebration pork rub, and our barbecue and bourbon AP. And we're getting ready to throw it on the smoker. We're going to throw it on there at 225 for a little while, get a little added smoke on there, and then we're going to crank it back up to go ahead and cook this up. Bread, first thing we do is we got our nice pan going here with a little bit of olive oil in there, shimmering up. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to infuse this olive oil to get some more of this flavor into these onions and stuff. So we got half a bunch of sage and a half a bunch of thyme here. And we're just going to stick it in that olive oil. Hear it popping and stuff. It's going to get nice and crispy in there. And let that go for a while. Once we get that all nice and infused, we'll pull that out and drain it. You can use it for a garnish or whatever you want to do later. And then we're going to throw those onions in there and let them get caramelized. We'll show you that in a minute. Now it's time to caramelize some onions. So we're going to take these onions, get them in here. We're going to caramelize these down. That is one whole yellow onion going in. Get this all caramelized up. About 10 minutes depending. Oh, that onion didn't want to be in there. And then next we'll be pulling these out and putting some apples and pecans in there. What's you next? Alright, so we got our onions nice and caramelized here. We're going to go ahead and throw those in this pan, let them set, cool off a bit. This is going to be our stuffing mixing bowl right here. Got those in there, let those cool down. Meanwhile, back at band camp, we are going to take our Granny Smiths, get them in there, get them nice and toasted up, and up and a half of our pecans. Check that out. Just do about 3 to 5 minutes, let them get nice and toasted, soften up these apples. Then we're going to start mixing it all together. Alright, so we got a nice little toast on our pecans, or pecans, depending where and how you want to say the word, and our apples. We're going to throw those in here with our caramelized onions. Oh, man, I wish you guys were here to smell this. It is smelling so good. So good. And then we'll show you how we finish this bad boy up. Alright, so what we're doing now is we're taking our sourdoughs, tearing it off in pieces and throwing it in here, just like so. You see this? So much fun. So you can see the sourdough is decrusted. And the reason we do that is because the crust, as it's cooking, sometimes gets a little hard and it becomes more like a rock in your stuffing. Now, I don't know about y'all, maybe that's your thing. It ain't mine, so we're not doing it that way. This is about 5 cups of sourdough bread after you spin it up. Well, now it's a little less, but Graybeard had to takes on it.
It is sourdough.
Of course, store-bought. I don't have any sourdough starter to make my own, although the wife has been talking about getting a starter made and actually doing some sourdough, so we'll see how that pans out. But it's good. The sourdough bread's pretty tasty.
It is tasty.
Good stuff. Now we got us a couple eggs. We're gonna crack in there. Nope, just like so.
Wow, let me go grab a set of gloves.
Look at that. Then we're gonna take 3/4 cup of heavy cream. Get that off in there, just like so. Get all that nice goodness down in there. Then we have a 1.5 cups of chicken stock. Put all of that in there.
And hopefully we let everything cool off enough to where our eggs aren't getting cooked down there.
Yeah. Then we're just gonna stir this bad boy up. Once he gets his gloves on there, he can really dig in deep. Look at this guy. Oh! Look at that crab cooking back there. Man, that's looking good. Love Christmas.
I do too.
And this is a little different than what a lot of people do. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta change it up. So we're showing you how you can change it up, how to do it. It's gonna taste beautiful.
All right.
You're not gonna believe it. You ought to try this. It's easy, as you can see, as we've been showing you. You can do this. You're gonna love it.
If we can do it, anybody can do it.
That's it. Now we're gonna stuff our crown, put the rest around.
Oh, we need our pan.
But we're gonna have to get our pan first, because why, we don't want to stuff on through the grill grate. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now we got us a pan, so we're gonna open up this here cooker. We're gonna grab our crown, gently set it down right in there. Then Hill's gonna stuff the center of the crown, pound it up high. Look at that.
Oh.
And we'll be back. All right, so we got some carrots, some celeries, some onion, some garlic, some ribs,
Excuse me.
apples, and of course some bourbons and some chicken stock. And this is going to be our gravy. The only thing that we're missing is our drippings, which they're not ready yet. They're still making drippings. They're still dripping, as old Gray Beer said. But what we're going to do, starting off here, is we're going to rough chop all these up, just like so. And then we're going to put them in the old puree machine and get them taken care of from there. That's how we're going to do this here. Just kind of rough chop this up. And we got the little Ninja on standby out here ready to go. You guys have a Ninja? Or do you have a different kind? Got one of them high dollar ones from Williams Sonomas. I don't know. We had a Vitamix for a while. That was pretty good too. Actually, we still got that. My wife likes it. All right, so we got our turnips all chopped, like so. Gonna get our celeries all taken care of here. A little rough chop on the celery. Don't take much to chop up the celeries. Put those beta ends in the trash there.
I'm glad you're doing that. I'd be missing a finger.
So we got our celeries all rough chopped up here. We're gonna take our garlic. I just cut the ends off a little bit like that. Then I take my knife and I smash it a little bit. That way I can get the paper off of there real nice and easy. Just like so. Then I usually just peel that into a little pieces like so. And we'll twist it once and give it a little chop there, because of course we want it rough too. Then we got the old onion here. Just cut both ends off of that bad boy like so. Put them up there. Alright, and I cut it in half. Peel the nastiness off of it. Boom. Boom. And then we just cut that up. A little slower when you get near those fingers when it's upright, because it'll wibble on you like that. We don't want no wibbling going on. Alright. Boom, boom. Just going to cut these in half too. We just want a nice rough chop on this stuff, so nothing too spectacular, because we're going to throw it in the puree machine, which will take care of it. Just like that. Boom. We just got the carrots left, y'all. Cut that nasty root end off of there. And then we'll just go ahead and slice these things up just like so. Running out a little bit of room here, so. Just kind of cut it down like that. Alright, we're going to get all this in there. And then we're throwing it in the old cast iron for some cooking. Alright, so we got that puree and put in there. As we were pureeing, to help puree it, I added some of the chicken stock, right? So we have about 2 cups left. We'll go ahead and add that in here now. Just like so. Alright, we're going to let this cook down. Let all those flavors come together over the next time. So we can really get some strong flavor amalgamation.
The amalgamation.
As Old Great Bear likes to say. It smells really good. So all that we got left to put in here is the drippings and the bourbon. And we will add those. We'll add the bourbon at the same time as we add the drippings. Meanwhile, we'll just let this keep cooking down and getting nice and yummy. Alright, so we just poured our drippings into the cast iron here. We'll make us a little roux. Then we're going to introduce our puree back into it. So we're going to put a little flour in here. And stir these and go there a little bit. The stir is coming. And usually it's 1 to 1. 1 tablespoon of flour for 1 tablespoon of liquid. And then of course however much you want to do. You know, however much drippings you have 3 tablespoons of drippings, 2 tablespoons of flour, whatnot. And we cook that up. You want to cook it so that the flour is cooked, so you don't have the flour taste in your gravy. So that's the cool thing about making a roux. We always reserve a little drippings on the side in case you get a little overzealous with the flour. And we always have extra flour in case we're a little overzealous with the drippings. So it works out both ways. As this cooks down, makes our little roux, we're going to introduce our bourbon into it. And then we're going to start ladling in our goodness that we made earlier. And we'll be back. It's that time.
It's that most important time. The deliciousness has been plated.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Happy Hanukkah.
Esto Pacifiama.
Feliz Navidad.
All of it. Whatever you got, it's yours. Brother, it's Merry Christmas. Happy birthday, Jesus.
Yes, most definitely. Merry Christmas. But it is that most important time.
I gotta dig in.
Yes. I want some of this there pork crown, some of that there gravy.
Forget about it. Holy cow. That's so tender.
Oh, this stuffing.
It almost melts in your mouth.
It's yeah, a couple bites and
Holy
it does.
cow. Oh yeah.
Those are ridiculous flavors.
That, you guys, you saw it. It's easy to do. A pork crown, $4 a pound in Texas, inexpensive. They'll French cut it for you, crown it for you, the whole 9 if you want, for $4 a pound. It makes a different and unique Christmas dinner. been the same old traditional stuff everybody does.
Yep.
And it is so good. These Granny Smith apples and this stuffing. It is. We did the squash we didn't show, but we did brown sugar, cumin, chili powder, garlic, a little bit of onion powder on top of the honey nut squash before we baked it at 400 degrees for about 20-25 minutes. And it's really good. We smeared it on top of the mashed potatoes that we set the chop on. Well, Graybeard?
Rooster,
If you run,
may you run in the clouds.
if you fight,
May you fight for your lover's hearts.
and if you drink,
May you drink with us.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.